Okay, real Whit, real Whit, real Whit, real Whit. Attaboy, Whit. Attaboy, I think you got a bite, Whit. Hold your rod tip up. Yeah, jumping lemon shark. Look at him go. Look at that crazy stuff.
Today's Sportsman's Adventures takes us to the southernmost tip of the Florida peninsula. It's here that the mangrove marshland gives way to the great estuary of Florida Bay and the thousands of watery acres that is Everglades National Park. Located only 40 miles from the hustle and the bustle of Miami, this remote outpost called Flamingo is like returning to the way some South Floridians lived over 100 years ago. Flamingo is an oasis for all fishermen targeting such great gamefish as snook, redfish, tarpon, and trout.
Hey, Whit.
Yes, sir?
You know, we're gonna do one of my favorite things, and that's fish flamingo.
Today, Rick will be fishing with his co-host on the Sun Sports Network, Chevy Florida Fishing Report, Whit Watson. Whit spends most of his days commenting on sports highlights, yet he relishes the time he spends outdoors, and there are few places that we'd rather be than here at Flamingo. Wintertime here attracts not only fishermen, but also bird watchers from around the world. Rare species of birds call this place home, and even for the hardcore fishermen, it's hard not to spend some time just admiring the beauty of these exotic roseate spoonbills or these migratory white pelicans.
With those white pelicans, man, they're twice the size of a brown pelican. Aren't they beautiful?
But the bird life isn't the only attraction here. Wintertime in Flamingo also means great fishing. Large sharks of all kinds patrol these fish-filled waters. Blacktips, lemons, and bulls are the targets today. And it doesn't take long to get this day started right.
Okay, real Whit, real Whit, real Whit, real Whit. Attaboy, Whit. Attaboy, I think you got a bite, Whit. Hold your rod tip up. Yeah, jumping lemon shark. Look at him go. Look at that crazy stuff. Good job, way to hook them. You know, that's one of the biggest things that people make mistakes when they're bait fishing, is they get a bite and they reel up and they set the hook like this, you know? And I think when you have an explosion, you're eating something and you feel a bone or something, you'll have a tendency to lightly chew. And I think what ends up happening when you have an explosion go off in your mouth, the first thing you're gonna do is go, you know? Right. And that's what these sharks do. Reel down. Here he comes. Reel down. I see it. There he goes. It's a give and take kind of relationship. Here he comes, there he goes. Here he comes, there he goes. As long as somebody's winning, I'm gonna get out of your way, get some gloves on, take the watch off. Way to go, Whit. Good job.
Now you put us on.
Rolling up in the line now.
Yep.
That's why we put a swivel in the terminal tackle right down there by the hook. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Come here, you big daddy. Back up as you can, Whit. There's a big one. That's a big one right there. Oh no, he got in our ladyfish. He's still eating ladyfish, Whit. He doesn't even know there's something bad going on. Look at him eating the ladyfish, Whit. Look at him eating the ladyfish. Holy cow. This guy means business. He means business. Don't he know who he's dealing with? Come here, big boy. Come here. I want to introduce you to somebody. Whit Watson. Oh, don't bite me. of the punt, you know? Look at that mouth. Come here, Mr. Shark. Cool. You did a good job fighting this fish, Whit. Uh-oh. One of these days, I'm gonna end up paying the price, I think.
Rick, it looks like I hooked him in a funny place. Look
Yeah,
at that.
Whit, what happened is he came up and ate the bait, and the bait just slid out of him, or the hook slid out of him. But, you know, he ended up re-hooking himself. Or, you know, they rush in so fast, he might have overran the bait and went to go down on it. And when he did that, he ended up hooking himself too.
Yeah, I told you, I thought the whole time I was up here, I thought it felt like the hook was underneath him, and I guess it was.
It is, absolutely. And that's the neat part, you know, about having sharp hooks. There's a great example why you need a sharp hook.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to get the hook out of this fish, and then we're going to grab him and turn him around. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab him now. Oh, boy, that was as close as it gets right there, Mr. Whit. Maybe I ought to just let him have that hook. I certainly don't like having my hands right there by the biting end.
Now, Rick, is this some kind of a joke? We get him up to the boat and then you let him go again?
Yeah.
Is this play the joke on the TV guy?
No, not at all. He just hooked in a bad place, and truthfully, he almost got me a couple times. I think this time I'm going to do what I normally do, and that's grab the fish in the tail and get the fish under, you know, where I got control of what's going on. And then, hand me that leader there, Whit. There we go. Now, it's back on me. But I'm going to grab this fish like you should grab one. Now I got you. Now I got you. This is the fun part right here, Whit. Uh-oh. Going the wrong way. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. They don't like that. Pull on a little bit. All right. Now.
I don't think he likes you very much.
No, you're not happy right now. You're not too happy. I'm gonna let him go here, Whit. I think I'll just turn this over. It's hooked in a bad place, good.
There he goes.
Hey, fine job on the rod, man.
Good job.
Fine job on the
on
rod.
top of it.
Hey, that's what I do. That's my job, man.
I'm gonna need a nap.
I'm gonna need a pizza, Dion chicken, and a Coke. Hold the rod tip up. All right, way to go, Whit. I know you're taking a chicken break, man.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Yamaha, when you want the best. Rapala, your best shot at a world record. Rapala Line, premium fishing line crafted from experience. Maverick, fish the legend. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
Almost 1,200 miles of coastline, 12,000 miles of rivers and streams, nearly 8,000 lakes over 10 acres, over 700 world records, and 3.4 million anglers a year. In fact, anglers outnumber golfers 2-1. Whether you're casting a plug along the shore or trolling the blue waters of the Gulf Stream, you're enjoying a vast outdoor resource. Relax, get closer to nature, and spend time with friends and family. Go fishing right here in the fishing capital of the world.
Yamaha's Big Block V6 4-strokes. Everything you want when you're miles offshore. Everything and more. Up to 250 ocean-conquering horses. More than enough top-end muscle to move the big boats. Yamaha turn-the-key reliability translates to confident starts. Quiet, clean-burning performance. Smooth, powerful acceleration and cruise all-day fuel efficiency. Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
You know, I fish all over the world in over 300 days a year on the water. And as a matter of fact, I spend more time on the water than on dry land. If it swims in salt water, I catch it. Out here, where the fish are big and mean, your lures really take a beating. To survive, they must be tougher than the fish yourself. Backcountry to blue water, my choice in lures is simple. All over the world, big fish eat little fish that swim like a rapala.
It takes a little more to make it out here. It's about guts, standing up to the elements, and quietly doing the job when others have long gone home. It takes Riptide, the toughest, most corrosion-resistant trolling motor ever built. When your reputation's on the line, hang it on Riptide, only from Minn Kota.
I fish tournaments to win, period. And my boat helps me do that. I gotta run longer, faster, harder than anyone else, day after day, every day. My Hughes is designed by anglers that actually build boats to do that. These guys are driven. If they can satisfy my needs, they can satisfy yours. So, who's gonna build your next gift?
Maverick, Hughes, Pathfinder, flat skiffs, tunnel skiffs, and bay boats. Maverick Boat Company, angler driven. Within a 5-minute run from Flamingo's docks, there are numerous narrow channels and small potholes that hold a variety of fish. Trout, ladyfish, and jack crevalle all share the same water. Rick and Whit cast lures along the channel edges, and we'll keep a couple of ladyfish for shark bait.
Put him in there. Oh, there's somebody way out there. This feels like what we came here for. Yeah, there he is. Throw right out there, Whit, as far as you can. A little trout. Little trout, trout. It's cool how they come up and they shake their head up on the surface. You know, little guy. Boy, I tell you, I've seen a really great comeback in these trout. Back, you know, we had a ban in the nets. And once they banned the nets, a lot of these bycatch, this would be considered bycatch while they were trying to net mullet. The trout sizes have grown dramatically. Originally, you know, when we were able to take a fish, it had to be 10 inches, and every fish you caught was 9 3/4.
Right.
Then it went to 11, everything was 10 3/4. Now the limit, as it changed, the limit is 15 inches, and now everything's 14, 14.5. But the state has really done a good job of managing that fish in particular, I can tell you that. As well as a lot of other fish.
Just the way that Uncle Ricky showed me.
Wait, here's a bite. I don't know
Rick, you should do this for a living. You're pretty good at this.
Whoa. What is this? Oh no. The gnarly of gnarlies.
What?
Oh no, this has happened to all the greatest anglers in all the world. Oh. The slimy dog kitty cat. I'm gonna show you a cool trick though. Let me show you how we get these things off. Now this is the one for everybody at home. You take anything that has a curve in it, like I'll use this gaff here. And what we're gonna do, we don't wanna hurt the fish, but at the same time, we don't want him to hurt us. Those spines are poisonous, and everybody's been stuck before in the past by a catfish. And the key to this, to get this catfish off with, is the jig, the line has to be below the way the jig went in. And I'm using the gaff to pull back on this catfish. Now all I'm gonna do is simply spin him, and it pops right off. Isn't that cool?
That's amazing.
But when you go to do that, you gotta be pulling down on the line. The line has to be below the gaff or the D-hooker or whatever it is you're using. Oh, there you go, ladyfish, get in here. And what we're gonna do with this guy this is a great shark bait. So that hatch that you're standing on right there, I'm gonna put him in there.
Lift this one?
Right there. Just open that and twist it. And that there is the reason why I don't eat Thousand Island salad dressing. Lady. Stay hooked. Yeah, it's hard to get all those treble hooks out, isn't it, buddy? I'm feeling your pain.
Productive fishing
Whit Watson is a Florida native who grew up in the Sunshine State with a love for sport, specifically sports on television. It was here at Sun Sports that Whit met Rick, and together they anchor a live fishing program. This highly rated show airs in prime time throughout the state. Since Rick and Whit are always in the studio together, it was only natural that they would finally get to spend some time away from Whit's office in Orlando and enter Rick's office here in Flamingo. The office work today will require some heavy lifting.
Faster, Whit, keep reeling. Hold the rod tip up. All right, let it go, Whit. I know you're taking a chicken break, man. I'll get after him in a second. So you get these ladyfish out and get in the way.
Murphy's laying down on the job. I'm out here trying to catch sharks. He's laying down on the job again.
Oh, boy.
Well, Christmas, man. What are you doing?
I am letting you pull on the hook a little bit.
Okay.
How to get those ladyfish out of the way, so cut our line off. Here we go, Whit. That's a sound you like, isn't it, Whit? A line going off the reel? Or is it you like it better when the line's coming back on the reel?
Yeah, I kind of like it when I can reel down a little bit and make that thing shut up.
Might have hooked the Flamingo cruise ship.
I just caught a glimpse of him. Rick, can you tell what kind it is? Did you see it?
I couldn't see well because it's so dark. I would imagine it's a lemon shark. Oh, he bit the side of the boat, Whit. He's biting the boat. This Conservation Minute is brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
When you hear the term exotic species, you probably think of something extraordinarily beautiful and appealing, but that's not always the case. An exotic is any plant or animal species introduced from another country, and it's illegal in the state of Florida to introduce any exotic species into the state. Having few natural predators, parasites, or diseases, exotics often outcompete natives and significantly change natural ecosystems. Well-meaning pet owners mistakenly believe they are doing the right thing by releasing unwanted pets into the natural environment. It is not the right thing to do. In fact, it is cruel to release exotic fish and wildlife into an alien environment. The animals must now compete in a world that is entirely unfamiliar and for which they may not be adapted. Most importantly, it's illegal. Let's keep Florida's environment natural. For more information, visit myfwc.com.
Contender boats. Take it to the limit. Wherever you find fishing tournament winners, you'll find contender boat owners. First to the fishing grounds, first to the winner's circle. When you look for strength, versatility, and ocean ability, you find contender boats. Hand-built, one by one, each and every one. Contender Boats is proud to introduce its new 23 Tournament Edition, the latest in true mid-sized offshore fishing rigs. Contender is committed to providing outstanding quality and performance. Nothing else delivers. Expect the most. Contender Boats. If you're a boater, you know it's required by law to carry at least one life jacket for every passenger on board. Maybe you're thinking, I can swim, I don't need a life jacket. Consider that the leading cause of death in boating accidents is drowning, even though 96% of fatality victims were reported as being able to swim. New inflatable models of life jackets can be worn as a waist pack on a belt. For more information about life jackets and boating safety, visit myfwc.com. And remember, safe boating is up to you.
Wouldn't it be great if you could snap on a lure and just go fishing? With something that looks like, and more importantly, swims like the real thing. with lures that come pre-rigged with the best components available, with baits designed by people who fish all over the world. But most importantly, you tie these on your line, you're going to catch some fish.
The new Humminbird 900 series will change the way you look at fishing. You get the extra dimension of 3D sonar, full chart plotting and GPS, and exclusive side imaging with a picture-like view of the bottom, all on an ultra-wide, high-definition display. The 900 series fishing system doesn't just perform on the water, it practically walks on it. Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
Yamaha's Big Block V6 4-strokes. Everything you want when you're miles offshore. Everything and more. Up to 250 ocean-conquering horses. More than enough top-end muscle to move the big boats. Yamaha turn-the-key reliability translates to confident starts, quiet, clean-burning performance, smooth, powerful acceleration, and cruise all-day fuel efficiency. Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Where else can you fish for over 50 species of game fish? Where have most world record fish been caught? Where are there more than 8,000 miles of coastline, 12,000 miles of rivers and streams, and 3 million acres of freshwater lakes and ponds? Florida, the fishing capital of the world. For more information, contact the commission office nearest you or go to myfwc.com.
Whit, I'm gonna try to get that leader. All right, this fish is swimming right into the current, so that's helping can keep him revived. We'll try to get that leader. That's good. And just back up if you can, don't fall over. There we go. There's a nice lemon shark for you. I'm gonna let you go here a second, buddy. Why don't you grab that camera, Whit, and Uh-oh, he got mad. He's getting mad there, Whit. Get mad there, Whit.
He's starting to get angry with us, Fred.
Yeah, but I guess what? I'm the boss here. I'm the boss here. At least I think I'm the boss. We're the boss. Look at this, he's gonna bite the boat. Let his mouth come up with. Wow. Rolling up in the leader. Wow. Oh, he dipped inside the boat, Whit. He's biting the boat. Hey.
I can't imagine what he's upset about. Rick, I'm doing my best to keep that line from getting tangled in a spin. I'm not doing a very good job.
It's all right. Whit, I'm going to take this hook out of him. That's probably the best way to do it. Just to flip him up here. Don't try to get home.
Uh-oh. Be careful, Rick.
That hook They'll rust out of them in no time.
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave them with all that wire hanging. Face. Hi, buddy. Let you back. There. Oh, he tried to bite.
Look at him go.
All right, here you go. Thanks, Mr. Shark. You're more skill with him. Help stretch his back. Man, you got me breathing hard, Mr. Watson. Woo!
That's your workout for the day?
That's it.
That was awesome.
Hey,
That's the best.
there's only one thing bad about this.
What's that?
You just got to end, but we got to do it again.
We will do it again, I promise.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to hold you to that.
I promise.
And you know what? I'll see you in Orlando.
All right, man.
Flamingo, deep in the heart of the wilderness that is Everglades National Park. It's a long way from the bright lights of the Sun Sports studio. Rick and Whit been to each other's office now, and their bond of friendship and respect for each other has grown with the filming of this episode. And that's what's made this another great Sportsman's Adventure.